Daksha's children. According to the Brahma Purana, Daksha, Dakshayini's father, married Asikili. Daksha is a Ganapati like Ganesha, who is also Ganapati. The title was conferred by Shiva, the supreme commander of the Ganas, secretion of the pituitary glands at the thalamus. Since Ganesha as Ganapati represents male human beings, Daksha as Ganapati represents female human beings. Daksha is conferred a goat head, which symbolizes female anatomy. Ganesha has a mouse as his vahana, representing an excess of muscle growth, scrotum. Daksha as Dasai or Dasa may also represent body tissues connected to female anatomy. Dasi, Dasa avatar, etc. are related. Medically, Ganas are known as gonads from the Greek root gonos. Sometimes they are called bhuta, relating to birth, Gana. Daksha and Asikli gave birth to 5,000 sons called Aryashvas, who went out to explore the world and never returned. Again, the Daksha-Asikli couple gave birth to about 1,000 sons called Shavalashvas, who also went out to explore the world like their elder brothers and never returned. Daksha-Asikli had one daughter named Priya, and she was married to Brahma. Brahma is an ancestor of Daksha. Priya in Tamil means inseparable. Narada, a celestial traveler, was reborn as the son of Brahma Priya. Narada is the personification of neuron cells and their signaling. Ashva is a common name both in Aryashvas and Shavalashvas, which means horse and horsepower. Do they refer to cells like neurons, etc.? Brahma is the personification of somatic cells, whereas Brahman is the personification of germ cells. Daksha Asikli also had another 50 daughters. The number of daughters varies from Purana to Purana. Daksha Asikli gave 10 of their daughters in marriage to Dharma, Yama, one of his sons-in-law. They are Arundhati, Banu, Lamba, Marutvadi, Muhurta, Sandhya, Sankalpa, Vasu, Vishwa, and Yami. Dharma, who is known as Yama, is the personification of the human heart, and his wives must be the cells connected to that organ. Yamuna is also known as Yami, the twin sister of Yama. She appears in the story of Vishwakarma. Daksha Asikli also gave 13 of their daughters in marriage to Kashyapa, one of his sons-in-law. They are Aditi, Arishta, Danu, Diti, Ila, Kadru, Khasa, Krodavasha, Muni, Surabhi, Surasa, Tamra, and Vinata. Daksha Asikli gave 27 of their daughters in marriage to Chandra, Soma, one of his sons-in-law. These daughters are presently known as nakshatras or stars, which play a predominant role in Jyotisha. They are most accustomed to female menstrual cycle. Tamra, Daksha's daughter. Tamra was one of the 13 wives married to Kashyapa and had 6 daughters through him. They are owls, eagles, vultures, crows, waterfowls, horses, camels, and donkeys. It is a superhuman feat to have 6,000 sons, 50 daughters, and another daughter, Priya, out of single mother. Yet, Daksha had them all through Asikli. It is still more intriguing to find that a father with a single wife conducted the marriage of his 13 daughters to a single person, Kashyapa. Yet, Daksha had done it. Kashyapa, who is a saint and is considered sacred, also accepted it. It is also beyond our wits to understand that a particular kind of species, Tamra, human species, has given birth to other different species. Since it is humanly impossible to achieve this feat, everyone started calling it godly. Is it true or false? Yet, all this is true at its core. Tamra is nothing but the dental anatomy or the dental system of human beings. Owls, eagles, vultures, crows, waterfowls, horses, camels, and donkeys are the given names for teeth of human beings. They are incisors 2, canine 1, premolars 2, and molars 3. 32. 8 into 4 teeth were expressed through these kinds of birds and animals. An owl's face reveals the entire set of human teeth. Waterfowl depict the incisors used for biting. Vultures and crows represent canine teeth, and eagles, horses, camels, and donkeys the molars. This is how different species are shown as being born to a single mother. The word tamra can also be pronounced as tamarai or tamara, in Tamil meaning lotus. Why should we talk about this flower while discussing human teeth? Tamarai or tamara plant can better explain the anatomical structure of human teeth than any other thing on earth. Lotus is the Indian national flower. It is also known as Padma or Kamal, and its botanical names are Nelumbo nucifera, Nelumbium speciosum, wild, or Nymphia nelumbo. The roots of the lotus plant are firmly attached to the soil available at the bottom of a river or a pond. The leaves of the plant float on the water surface. Flowers of the plant are raised above the water surface. The leaves and flowers grow on the vertical stems of the plant, which are attached to the horizontal stems at the bottom. The height of vertical stems depend upon the depth of the water. The horizontal stems at the bottom, roots, or rhizomes. The lotus plant can be propagated from seeds or rhizomes. The seeds of this plant remain viable, capable of germination, for many years if properly preserved. It is found that the lotus has the ability to regulate the temperature of its flower. This temperature regulation may be helpful to insects helping to pollinate the flower. Almost all parts of this flower, flowers, seeds, and roots, rhizomes, are edible. These procreative qualities are applicable to Lakshmi or Padma, the personification of female procreative organs, specifically the ovaries. What is the connection between the lotus plant and human teeth? Like the lotus flower can be seen floating above the water level, teeth are visible, floating above dental gums. Like the vertical stems of the lotus plant are attached to the horizontal stems, roots, rhizomes at the bottom, each tooth is attached to nerves and blood vessels at the bottom, well within the jaw bones. Human teeth are long-lasting like lotus seeds. Lotus roots, rhizomes, are found to be rich in fiber, copper, potassium, thiamine, phosphorus, manganese, vitamin B, and vitamin C. In Tamil language, tamara also means copper and is also pronounced as tamira or tamiram or tamira. The medicinal properties of the lotus plant, known as Nelumbo nucifera, may be highly useful for human dental anatomy. Copper is one of the alloys, nearly 35%, used to fill tooth cavities. We all know that lotus or tamarai or tamara is also known as Padma or Kamal. Lakshmi, wife of Vishnu, is also known as Padma or Padmavati and is depicted sitting on a red lotus. The white lotus is linked with Saraswati, wife of Brahma. Let us examine the relationship between Lakshmi and the red lotus, red tamarai. Kadru, Daksha's daughter. Kadru is also one of the 13 wives married to Kashyapa. Kadru's sons are known as Nagas and snakes. The most important among them are Ananta, Vasuki, Takshaka, and Nahusha. Naga is something like Durga, where Ga means go or travel. Na can be found in Naraga or Naraka, torturing chambers of Yama, who is related to heart and blood. Na-ra also means or refers to carnivores, which are bloodhounds. Thus, Nagas must refer to blood vessels or ducts. Snakes may refer to fluid or sensory ducts. Ananta is related to Shiva since Ananda Tandavam is his famous dance sequence. It may refer to the spongy blood vessels in the procreative regions of males and females. Vasuki appears at the churning site of the Milky Ocean along with the Mandara mountain. Takshaka bites and kills King Parikshit on the banks of the Ganga. Considering their role in the Puranic stories and as explained in their respective chapters, they are all blood ducts connected to the human reproductive system. For Ananta, refer to chapter Shiva. For Vasuki, refer to chapter Churning of Milky Ocean. For Takshaka, refer to chapter Balrama. Ananta means pleasure. Shiva is represented by the phallic symbol called Linga. Shiva also refers to blood. Shiva Parvati's Vahana, Nandi, represents sexual stimulation. Nandi is the child of Kamandhenu cow. Kama is equal to sexual, which is considered as a surabhi, meaning secreting gland. Blood flows into the male and female genitals when sexually aroused to facilitate actual intercourse. The penis, clitoris, and nipples become enlarged and firm, which is known as erection. Corpora cavernosa are two tubular structures that run along the length of penis and become engorged with venous blood. Corpus spongiosum is a single tubular structure located just below the corpora cavernosa that also becomes engorged with blood, though to a lesser extent. These tubular structures are sponge-like, containing erectile tissues. The clitoris is homologous counterpart of the penis, and the process of erection is similar to that of a penis. This entire process is referred to as ananta. We do not differentiate between male and female in this process, and ananta, pleasure, is applicable to both. Balrama also refers to clitoris by association with Krishna, kidney, and Subhadra, vaginal canal, who is Krishna's sister married to Arjuna, sperm or male gametes. Let us go to the site of the churning of Milky Ocean, where Vasuki, the snake, is being used as a rope to hold Mandara mountain while churning the ocean. Vasava is the name of Indra, who is associated with seminal fluid. Sukhi means pleasure also. Su always refers to the human urinary system since the toxic discharges bring relief to the human body. Thus, Vasuki is the urethral tube which transports urine, seminal fluid, etc. in the male anatomy. Mandara refers to the penis head. Takshaka was the king of Nagas, snakes, and two stories are associated with him. One story portrays Takshaka as a friend of Indra, father of Arjuna. Another story portrays Takshaka as an enemy of Arjuna, who is the son of Indra and the Kuru dynasty. The enemy story is discussed in the chapter Balram. At one point of time, Takshaka is a friend, and at another point, Takshaka is an enemy. It specifies a change of environment, which may refer to the changing age of a person and his sexual activities in relation to his physical condition. In this chapter, let us consider the Takshaka as a friend story. We have shown how Indra and his wife, Indrani, are associated with secretions by sexual organs. Takshaka can also be pronounced as Dakshaka, Dak plus Shaka. Dak is also found in Daksha or Dakshin, south. In the human body, the north is the head and the south, the leg or groin area. Some Puranic texts narrate that Takshaka was living with Indra, which means living in the groin area, where the human reproductive organs are. Shaka or Saka means teak tree, Tectona grandis, which is known for its height and long-standing strength. Spinal nerves control most of the organs in the human body. One such nerve is the cranial nerve of the parasympathetic system, which comes from the bottom. South or Dakshin, side of the spinal cord, which induces or stimulates erection in sexual organs and genitalia. Thus, Takshaka becomes a friend of Indra. According to the Mahabharata, the Naga king Takshaka and his clan were living in the Kandava, Kandala forest. The forest was cleared by Arjuna and Krishna to build Indraprastha. Puranic stories mention that Daksha's yagna, to which Shiva was not invited and where Dakshayini self-immolated, was conducted at Kandal, in Haridwar. Thus, Daksha's yagna has taken place at the female genitals and ovaries. The cranial nerve of the parasympathetic system is responsible for menarche, as mentioned in the chapter Parvati. Nahusha can be split into Na plus Husha. Kusha, where Na means blood or liquid, and Kusha means duct or tube. Kusha is known as Darbha grasses or Durva grasses. Sage Durvasa is associated with Indra and thus establishes the relationship. The botanical name for this grass is Cynodon dactylon. Does this grass confer any medicinal benefits to this part of the anatomy? Kusha can also be found in the word angusha, a stick used for controlling an enraged mother elephant. This is used by the mahout to direct and control the elephant. How effective the angusha is a big question mark. Angusha can be split into ang plus kusha, where ang means body and kusha means duct or tube. It is a body tube. Elephant trunk refers to the penis, and the name angusha is given to it. Enraged is termed as madness in English and madam in Tamil. Madam also means religion in Tamil. But madam should be seen as ma plus ta, where ma means big or important, equivalent to mother who gives birth. Ta may mean movement as found in na plus ra plus da, nerve stimuli, and ga plus ru plus da, hormone flow. Thus, ma plus da, sexual stimuli or enragement, should be controlled, channeled or directed by ang plus kusha, body tube or duct or penis. The real elephant's enragement or mada is also mainly related to its sexual stimulation. According to the Brahma Purana, King Nahusha married Viraja and had 6 sons named Yati, Yayati, Samyati, Ayati, Yati, and Suyati. His second son, Yayati, was crowned king after Nahusha. King Yayati had 2 wives, Devayani, daughter of Shukracharya, and Sharmista, daughter of Vrishaparva, a Danava king. Shukracharya or Shuklacharya refers to secretions especially by female genitals. The process and components of genital secretions are termed Shukracharya. Shukra or Shukla refers to white and bright, the color of genital secretions. Shukra also refers to the planet Venus. The qualities of planet Venus match the qualities of genital secretions. Planet Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love. Venus stems from the Latin word venereus, meaning love or sexual desire. It is the brightest object in the sky other than the moon. It reaches its maximum brightness shortly before sunrise or shortly after sunset. Effectively, this means that there is no brightness during daytime but only during the night. Venus is called morning star or evening star. Lakshmi's vehicle is the owl, a night bird. Bright light invariably affects the female ovulation cycle since it is light sensitive. Venus has a dense atmosphere, mainly consisting of carbon dioxide and small amounts of nitrogen. Venus is also covered with a layer of highly reflective clouds of sulfuric acid, sulfur dioxide, responsible for high surface temperatures. It is called isothermal, retaining constant temperatures day and night between the equator and the poles. Venus is a lot more volcanically active than Earth. This may refer to muscle contractions or volatile movements and seminal secretions during an orgasm. Devayani had 2 sons, Yadu and Durvasa. Sharmista had 3 sons, Druya, Anu, and Puru. Durvasa is the sage associated with Indra. Durvasa refers to body odor. Puru's descendants were called Kauravas, and the great war that took place at Kurukshetra was named after the great king, Kuru. Puru refers to the genitals, and these stories are discussed in the chapter Purusha Uttameshetra. Yadu's descendants were Arjuna, defendant of Sahasrara, son of Yadu, and Krishna, descendant of Vrishni, who, a descendant of Kroshtu, is son of Yadu. Krishna relates to kidneys. What are the other names related to? Arjuna fights and imprisons Ravana, Ra plus Vana, where Ra may mean come, as against Ga meaning go, and Vana means forest. Ravana refers to secreting area or ovaries in the human reproductive system. It may or may not be the same king Ravana whom Rama fought in the Ramayana. The story of Nahusha, Devayani, and Sharmista resembles the story of Kartikeyan, Devayani, and Valli. In the former story, Devayani is the daughter of Shukracharya, but she is mentioned as the daughter of Indra in the later story. Nahusha has 2 wives and is related to seminal secretions, and Kartikeyan also has 2 wives and is related to sperm and seminal secretions. The story of Nahusha may relate to the female anatomy, since the story of Karthikeyan relates to the male anatomy, where Karthikeyan is the personification of sperm. Surasa, Surabhi, and Vinata. Su plus Rasa. Here, Su relates to urinary system or goodness, and Rasa means liquid or syrup. Thus, Surasa may refer to secretions of goodness. Surasa gave birth to Sarpas, and they may refer to the human urinary ducts. Rasa can be found in Saraswati, where Sa refers to the uterus. Thus, Saraswati, brain and nervous system, control secretions at the uterus. Surabhi means milking or secreting. She gave birth to cows and buffaloes. It may refer to the breast, urethra, urinary bladder, etc. Vinata had two sons, Aruna and Garuda. They may represent enzymes and hormones. Garuda is Vishnu's vehicle, who is related to the endocrine and exocrine systems. Vishnu flew to Bhadrapada on Garuda to recover the head of Ganesha, which refers to hormonal secretions.